Like the bob and the
It's
neck. Just
everything.
everything.
It's
Looks good.
everything. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you all this nice and sexy brown bronzy look that is perfect for any occasion. So I already prepped and primed her skin off camera. Um, and then I'm going to go in with her foundation. The foundation I'm using is the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. So when applying foundation, I like to go back and forth between a disposable sponge or like a beauty blender. I really like this technique. It really helps the foundation melt into the skin. It gives a more dewy finish versus a real super hard or matte look. So, I'm just going in the normal areas above her, right in her forehead area, under her eyes, her chin, down the bridge of her nose, and also to clean up and make sure I have a really sharp and nice contour, I'm going to apply concealer underneath the jawbone. To apply her concealer, I use the Real Technique setting brush. This brush I definitely recommend, 10 out of 10. I have like 10 in my kit, but I totally recommend. It really allows you to press the product into your client's skin. To contour her face, I'm using this Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette, and I'm using this reddish brown shade. I believe it's called Yodit. I hate that I think I'm messing up his name. But anyway, I'm also using the Real Techniques powder brush to carve out her face, and the purpose for a contour is to get that structure back into your client's face. Just look at her skin, not cakey, looks like butter, is giving very much red carpet glam. I see you, okay? So after I use her translucent setting powder, I'm also going to go in with the Morphe banana powder, and this is just going to brighten up her under eye a little bit more and also give a nice contour to her nose. As well as you've seen me using the translucent powder everywhere I put the concealer. That's going to make sure everything stays and lock in place. Okay, y'all, so for brows, I'm using the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil. I am using two different shades, a darker shade, which is Java, and I use that to outline her brows. And then to fill in her brows, I'm using Mocha. I did this to have a more realistic look. I didn't want her brows to be too harsh or too dark because her hair is a light brown, so I want to make sure I define her brows really well, but also fill them in to give it a more realistic appearance. To clean up her brows, I'm using concealer. I am using two different shades. I am using a lighter shade that's maybe 2 shades lighter than my client's complexion. This is going to give that highlighted brow, which making a more arched appearance, and also a shade that's maybe about her skin complexion in the beginning of her brow to have that even transition to the arch of her brow. This brush I'm using, I'm not 100% sure where I got it from, but it's just a small concealer brush with very, very dense hairs. I'm also going to use that concealer as a primer or a base for her eyeshadow, so I'm going to bring it down to her eyelid. When you bring down a concealer to her eyelid, you want to have a nice, clean, and smooth base before applying eyeshadow. So this brush I'm using is from Real Technique. I'm not 100% sure the name of it, but it normally comes in like a variety pack. Super good for buffing and blending out. I really love this brush. So once I got her eyes nice and primed, I'm going back into that Juvia's Place palette, the Warrior 2, and I'm going to use this orange shade as a transition. Moving forward, I'm not going to try to butcher these names in this palette because they're hard to pronounce, so I'm just going to call it orange or brown or whatever shade, okay? Disclaimer, I really didn't have a desired look I was going for. I was really just trying something. So with that same orange shade that I use all over her lid, I'm going to go and put it under her eye as well. So I tried to do a brown wing liner on this look, but I wasn't really feeling it. So I used this crease brush from Wet n Wild to go ahead and buff and blend it out, and me doing that really worked in my favor. I loved how it looked. It gave it almost like a brown smoky eye. So boom, bam, you know, it's makeup. Don't stress yourself out if something don't go as planned. Just, you know, pivot and look what happened. So to finish off the eyeshadow, I just blend all the colors together, and I guess I lost this clip, but I used like a little a shimmer eyeshadow. Y'all hear my baby in the background. I'm sorry, girl. So using that same shadow that I used to contour her face, I'm also going to use that to contour her nose. Just bringing that nose contour into her eyebrows to give it, again, a more realistic appearance and not super harsh. A nice trick when applying eyelashes on your client or even yourself, always have them look down. Don't close their eyes, look down, and then apply it middle and then each end. Super easy, and you'll be done in seconds. Also, by the way, these lashes are in the style Babygirl. I purchased them from my client Adina, and I will be sure to leave her information in the description, so make sure you guys check that out. Okay, so y'all, back in the Warrior 2 palette. I'm using the darker brown shade to map or carve out her lips. I'm actually using an eyeshadow instead of a lip liner pencil because to me it glides on a lot smoother, it lasts longer, and I don't have to have too much stuff in my kit, so it's a win-win for me. So yeah, I'm using a dark brown to outline her lips, and I'm going for a more nude lippy today. I'm also using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick Dusty Rose as her lipstick, and then I'm going to finish it up with NYX Butter Gloss. This is Fortune Cookie. If y'all know, y'all know. Okay. I'm still using the Warrior 2 palette. In that palette, the middle row is a pink, orange, and reddish shade. I love this combo. I mix it all together and make like a really cute bronzy peachy blush. I use it on my clients from medium to dark skin, and I absolutely love. So I'm going to use this concoction I curated, I guess, as her blush, and I'm going to apply the blush, of course, the apples of her cheek up to her temple. So lastly, I'm going to dust away all that powder and all that baking away. I'm going to use a pressed powder MAC Studio Finish, I believe in dark, medium dark, for under her eye. And the rest of her face, I'm going to blend medium dark and dark tan. And I'm going to set her face with setting spray. And that completes the look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you'd like to see more, let me know in the comments. And always, I'll see y'all in my next video.